toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Washington State Cougars, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Yellow Jackets will put total leather to crank us up. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Washington State's offense will start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team, is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Hurst. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Washington State has it all working right now. The give on the option. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to pass on second down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sanders. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So Georgia Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Scanning the field, it's Gideon. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Yellow Jackets had it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Let's go. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He makes a catch, and he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. And the Yellow Jackets have moved it inside the 20. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to throw. It's Hurst. Makes the grab over the middle. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Powers through. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bringing the heat. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Gideon. Going for it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Washington State going back to work on first down. On the ground, it's Sanders. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and pull it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Off play action. Looking left. Makes the grab. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Got the back over the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Hurst. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. He makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cougars. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the 1st down.
These situations in football come up all the time. You practice them all throughout the week. Short yardage, gotta have it situations. I am not bringing my punt unit on the field. I gotta bow up, prove to my team, to my unit, to everybody out there, I can get this 1st down. Let's go.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive, turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Got his man on the right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Dropping back, it's Hurst. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Here comes the heat. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Finds a man in the middle. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. A new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Trying to find the end zone. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Try to march their way in. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. Good right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Continues to fight for yards. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Surging forward on the sneak. Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Pulls and fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now. The Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had him with that 4th down stop. Kept them from getting anything on the board. On the run deep down the right side. He holds it in and nobody's close. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Unloads quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot, and now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, Goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Let's see what he can do with the return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to pass, it's Gideon. Caught, close to the marker, it's Carter. All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the...
There he goes! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Looking for a crease, it's Polk. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have... ball, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right on the money. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Hurst. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a...
He's loose. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
And the Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list, making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Headed outside for the line. It's Bettis. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 7 over Bowling Green. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Gideon. Fires left. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets are threatening in the red zone. Off the play fake. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Defense showing blitz here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Smashes it between the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. To the air, it's Hurst. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cougars will have it 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Bettis. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to it. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Using his legs, it's Bettis. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Washington State. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrap. Down. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Back to throw, it's Gideon. Trying to make magic with his feet. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. He's got an open man. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.